Hey there, welcome back to the channel. If you watched last video, you'll know that I got a new pool table. So, we made a triangle then, and now I'm going to make a bridge, also known as a granny stick. This is going to be just a simple, quick build that you can attach to the end of any cube. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just trimming down a piece of the scrap wood that I used for the triangle. Just make sure it's nice and square. We're cutting it up. I do believe it's red oak. And I want to make it nice and square. This pass here I thought was going to be the last one, but I needed it to be a bit thinner, so I do cut it down off camera a little later. Okay, I'm just marking the center here. And that's sort of the outline. I took a piece of paper, traced the shape, and then just transferred over by holding on there and scratching it out. So now we're going to go over to the scroll saw. I haven't used a scroll saw in probably 30 years, so a little bit rusty with it. So I'm just using this to quickly remove some stock. We're going to speed things up here for a lot of it because it's a lot of the same motions. Move it in, cut, change direction. We're not going to cut right to the edge for most of it. We're going to clean those edges up all on the sander. So while we watch this, I want to know, do you guys want to see more woodworking projects, more resin projects, more combination projects? Let me know, put your answer down in the comments. I will do my best to reply to anything that's commented down there. And if you got an idea for something for me to make, leave it in the comments as well. Who knows? Maybe I'll give it a shot. Okay, now we're over to the belt sander where we're just gonna get that close to the lines that we traced out. Sorry for a little bit of overexposure there. There is a window right beside my sander that is blowing the light right out here. That's a little better. So we're just going to take it down slowly. I tell you, when I was trying to figure this out, I came up with a couple designs and tried to make them, and really, this is the shape that seems to be the best, and I decided to not go with anything funky that I was trying to do, because really, this is the most common thing that I can see out there and seems to do a job pretty well for holding a cube. Out of all my tools, I think this little sander is actually one of my favorites. It just hogs off material. It's nice and pretty accurate. Unfortunately, apparently I can't get belts for it anymore. Okay, and now that we've got the basic shape down, we're just gonna clean up some of the edges there. We're gonna do the old shoe shine technique. I find that gives a nice way to knock off sharp edges. And we'll flip it over and do the same on the other side. rinse and repeat. We're going to keep doing this until we get some nice smooth edges here. Got a bit more of a bigger divot there, so I'm trying to really work it. So I brought in the Dremel just to smooth that out even more so. I realized that it won't actually fit into those, so we're going to switch up to the thinner drum sanding bit. And don't, it's not your eyes. I am actually out of focus here. It should come back in shortly. But what you're missing is me just hogging out some materials to make those nice round cavities where your cube will sit. And now that we've got most of it done, we're just going to give it a final face sanding. This is not any super fine grit. It's actually just an old used belt on my belt sander here. And it seems to get a pretty nice smooth finish. I'm not looking for anything like glass, but as long as pretty much it's smooth and will take a stain good, I'm fine with that. We're just touching up a couple little places that had a little bit of those tendrils that hang off sometimes. Just clean up the corner there, smooth it out a bit. Okay, so now we're just gonna pop in the hole that you can put a cue stick through. And just use the Forstner bit on a piece of plywood so that it doesn't rip out. And then I just finish it off with a little bit of oil to smooth it out. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking. If you want to see more projects like this, consider subscribing. And have a great day.